What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Rain Reloaded channel. If you are new, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also click that bell and have your notifications set to all, as well as have your notifications set to all on your mobile devices as well. Be sure to like, comment, and share this content on your various social media platforms. So this is a long-awaited bed bucking entry. I know some of you are probably wondering, when was his time going to come? Like I tell you, it has to be something that is worth me putting it in there for. And this one right here was one of the perfect moments to do so. I mean, granted, Jason Whitlock could have gone in there at any moment, but I don't keep up with him. But I came across something that said to me, Taurean, you have to talk about this. Is it, like I said, there's plenty of other things I could have talked about when it came to him, but this one stuck out to me like a sore thumb. So Jason Whitlock has now come and defended Clan Jr., aka Patriot Front. So basically what happened is David Alan Grier, the actor slash comedian David Alan Grier, posted a tweet where he was talking about Patriot Front, calling them the new Klan. And in comes waddling Whitlock talking about, oh, no. How are we going to determine that they're the Klan, and, you know, all this type of stuff right here? But I'm going to go ahead and read the article and you'll see exactly, or hear exactly what he said. At this point, I'm convinced Jason Whitlock wakes up every morning, makes coffee, eats some seasonless breakfast, throws his favorite Star-Spangled Cape on, and loudly sing, "Here I come to save white America." The day before the 4th of July, comedian David Alan Grier posted to Twitter a photo of members of the Patriot Front, which the Anti-Defamation League describes the organization as a white supremacist group whose members maintain that their ancestors conquered America and bequeathed it to them and no one else. Grier captioned the post, "Meet the new Klan." Whitlock apparently got offended by the caption, as a black man who may or may not spend his evenings lighting candles shaped like crosses, eating some seasonless dinner, watching Roots, and thinking to himself, oh, come on, Toby isn't even that bad of a name. Respectfully, I don't know who these guys are or what their crimes have been. But, now you know, whenever the word but comes, there's always BS. Let me pause right there, though, before I go further. This guy started off his statement of respectfully, I don't know who these guys are or what their crimes have been. So you don't know who they are, what their crimes they've committed, and there are some crimes they've committed, because the article is going to list them, because I kind of skimmed through it already. But you're ready to jump out. Well, I highly doubt that Jason can jump anywhere, except for maybe for joy when he goes to a buffet. But he rolled out and defended a group that he has no idea of anything about. They don't even know him. Excuse me. But because they're PC, and because another black man dare critique them, he just happens to jump out and, well, roll out again, waddle out, and decide that he's going to be their mouthpiece for them. Like, what does he expect to gain from that besides the crumbs off of leftover biscuits that he devoured like Majin Buu the night before? I swear, Majin Buu is Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is Majin Buu. Now, I don't watch anime like that, but I did used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I'm familiar with the Majin Buu character, and I'm telling you, they are literally the same. If he could, he would turn all the people in the town into candy and literally absorb all of them up. And then when he's done with that, he'll go to the next town and turn them all into chocolate and absorb all of them up. That's who he is. And by the way, I've seen lately that he's taken that fedora off. I guess he's realized now more than ever that that thing cannot fit on that globe-sized head of his. But let me go ahead and continue. But can we get a body count, number of crosses burned, lynching, predominantly black neighborhoods terrorized? Whitlock wrote while quote tweeting Grier's post. What does the quote-unquote new Klan do? Looking for a sincere answer. The thing is, he's not looking for a sincere answer. And speaking of, the article goes on to state, to be clear, Whitlock is not looking for a sincere answer. He's looking for a reason to cape for white nationalists. Greer posted his tweet the day after about 100 members of the Patriot Front marched through Boston carrying police shields and various flags, including those that displayed versions of the symbol used by Benito Mussolini's National Fascist Party, according to the Boston Herald. I don't know about y'all, but to me that sounds like the Klan. Some Patriot Front members allegedly attacked a 34-year-old black man in Boston. The man told the police that he was walking on Dartmouth Street when he was knocked to the ground by a group of men wearing masks and carrying shields. The man said several others joined in when he tried to swing his arms to protect himself. The group also reportedly chanted "Life, Liberty, Victory." According to Boston Police Sergeant Detective John Boyle, the group continued to assault the man while he was on the ground. The other men joined in, knocking him to the ground and continued to assault him, said Boyle. Sounds like the Patriot Front members were just out there clanning around. Am I right? Mind you, this all comes just a few weeks after 31 members of the Patriot Front were arrested in Idaho and charged with conspiracy to riot at a pride event. And let's not forget that members of the group also reportedly participated in the deadly Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia in 2017. I mean, if they're not the Klan, they're at least Klan light. But let's just say for the sake of argument that Greer's tweet was hyperbolic. Why doesn't Whitlock have the same energy when his favorite white overseers are calling Black Lives Matter a terrorist organization every time random people on the street who have no affiliations with the BLM organization start rioting or looting during protests, some of which also have no affiliation with the organization? It's interesting that he only has accuracy concerns when he's afraid a white supremacist group might be getting mischaracterized. Somebody should tell Whitlock that white supremacists aren't going to love up on him just because he tap dances for them. I don't need to envision this man tap dancing anywhere. I'm convinced that any earthquake that happens on the West Coast is a cause by him. So the people on the West Coast, beware. I think he lives out on the West Coast. Someone can let me know down in the comments if that is or if it is not true. But yeah, I can tell that the person who wrote this article definitely has a sense of humor, though, by the way they wrote it. But which I liked and appreciated considering who it's about. But this is par for the course for Jason Whitlock. He has been known to do this for years, and he will continue to do it as long as his paymasters continue to pay him hand over fist. As long as he can continue to get paid to say these things, he's going to continue to get paid. Like, he's one of the main ones whose moment I cannot wait to come. He's up there in like the top. He's in the top 10. I don't know if he's in the top 5, but he's definitely in the top 10. For real, for real. I almost don't know who's worse between him and Stephen A. Smith. The reason I'm throwing them together is because they both have that sports commentating background. Now, what's interesting is that Jason Whitlock would probably be like one of them Fox News pundits and say, like a Laura Ingraham telling LeBron James to just shut up and dribble. Basically, if you're an athlete, don't get involved with political things. Now, this is a guy who does mainly, as far as I know or did, do sports commentating, but he loves to throw his hat into the ring when it comes to political things that fits a certain narrative. That Patriot Front group is a Dub-S organization. I don't care what Waddlebutt Whitlock tries to frame it as. I swear this guy is I've said this before in another video. He's a waste of space. He's a waste of time. He's a waste of sperm, and he's a waste of melanin. And to throw on another thing, he's a waste of manhood. He's a waste of humanity. Really. Man, I can't wait for his moment to come. I feel like the time is ticking, but it needs to tick a little bit faster when it comes to him. It's been time. It's been high time that his moment has come and like literally slapped him across the face. Well, he might eat it, knowing, the hungry hippo that he is. But like I said, I'm not surprised that those words came out of his mouth. And then on top of that, he went against another black man. Again, that's another thing he tends to do. He always tends to go against other black men. Like David Allen Greer pointed out the obvious, and here he come along and say, well, I don't think that they're a bad group. I mean, I don't know any much about them, but they don't seem like they're that bad to me. If you would do some simple research, which we know he cannot do, you would see what this group was about. No one's just gonna just throw out that this group is this way, unless they shown and proven that they are. And if you have the research to back it up, that's even more. The article literally ran down a little bit, just a little bit, of their resume. But he was trying to be funny. That's the thing. He was trying to be funny and slick with what he said about the crosses, burnings, and the lynchings. Listen, they're not doing that, like in mass anyway, like they did back then. He knows what David Allen Greer was talking about. He was being an asshole, like he always is and always will be. And speaking of assholes, he looks like a big pile of shit that comes out of an elephant's ass. Considering he looks like an elephant himself, that's very ironic. But I'm going to go ahead and end it off right here. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.